Hello everyone. Welcome to the review of Teri Baaton mein Aisa Uljha Jiya. This is a follow-up of the video wherein I made the box office prediction for Teri Baaton mein Aisa Uljha Jiya. And after watching it, what do I think? I told all my viewers that I will not watch Teri Baaton mein Aisa Uljha Jiya, but I'm watching these movies because I want to go ahead and tell the viewers how they are and whether you can make a good choice before going ahead and watching a movie like this. So I will tell you from various angles what works for this movie and what doesn't. Okay, so that you get a good idea about whether this is a movie just for you or not. Now, let us just go ahead and address the elephant in the room where everybody has a question about, and that is, suppose I am a viewer who has watched a lot of AI based movies, like I have watched Ex Machina, I have watched Megan, I have watched Her, I have watched a lot of Black Mirror. Should I go ahead and watch Teri Baaton Mein Aisa Uljha Jiya? Will I get to see some sort of moral issues, moral predicaments about a man loving a woman who's a humanoid, a robot? Well, if you are so cerebral and you want to watch a movie just because of these this concept that yes, I want something more. No, Deri Baaton Mein Aisa Uljha Jiya is not your cup of tea, not your cup of coffee, not at all. So if you are going with that kind of a preconceived notion that I will get something extra, I think you are mistaken. And I believe from the promos itself, you can pretty well guess this is a Bollywood commercial masala love story, and they have made it that way. But this is something a little different because, after all, if you want to watch something different, this is that kind of a movie. But if you want to watch it based on this kind of a concept that yes, I'm going to go ahead and get enlightened about what AI is and how it plays into so many moral ethical issues and so on and so forth, it is not that. It's a very light, frivolous watch, and it is something which you just want to go ahead, go for a small time pass with your family, with your friends, with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, or whatever. Then it's just like that. It's not a movie where you have to think too much. Now, what actually works for this movie, right? Let's just go ahead and concentrate on that aspect, because I have watched a few reviews of this movie. There's something fundamentally wrong with people who review Bollywood movies. Understand that Bollywood movies have a different kind of grammar, have a different kind of language, and that is something which you need to think about. Now, if you want to watch a Bollywood movie again with that kind of conditioning or that kind of sensitivity or that kind of perception that this is like a Hollywood movie and I'm watching Her or something like that, you will never enjoy it. How can a man make love to a female robot? How can he do it? It is absolutely impossible. uh, didn't he understand when he was doing it? Now if you are going to go ahead and ask yourself these questions, it will never work. But if you want to suspend your disbelief and you want to go ahead and watch a movie and enjoy yourself, this is the movie, and you will love it. Certain reasons for it. Number one, the fundamental reason why this movie works is, you see, Shahid Kapoor is an actor of the uh, of a generation which comes before that. Now, no, not many people understand, but Shahid Kapoor is a very very senior actor. The fact that he has maintained himself and he still looks young and he can play certain roles with elan is just a testament to his talent and how well he has kept himself. So he comes from a generation which is well past, in the 90s, in the 21st century, the earlier part of 21st century. That was the time from when Shahid Kapoor came. And Kriti Shannon is a kind of a phenom which has happened recently. She's a young, savvy, beautiful, tall woman I would say she's like a dream of any man, be it Indian, be it global. If you look at Kriti Shannon, you just go head over heels. Now, this movie is simply a bridge to go ahead and connect these two generations and connect two immensely gifted, talented actors and see how they look on screen. The major engine is this love story between them, and it's very difficult to do it in today's time because every time you try doing it, you will say यार वो तो बुढ़ा है, ये लड़की के साथ प्यार कर रहा है, something like that. They will not say that to Shahid Kapoor because he really looks young still. But when a senior actor goes ahead and thinks about romancing a woman or a girl who's just about like of this present generation, they have to think about a very niche subject to do that. And this movie acts like a bridge of that, the to somehow ignite this relationship, this chemistry between Kriti Shannon and Shahid Kapoor. And that is the USP of the movie, the chemistry between Kriti Shannon and Shahid Kapoor. And what is the medium? The medium is this story of her being a robot. They needed a niche subject so that they could actually go ahead and bridge that gap and get them together. And it works like anything. They both are looking so good on screen, and both of them just light up the screen every time they come on screen. Both of them together are electrifying. They have electrifying chemistry between them, and that works amazingly for this movie. Second is, of course, the numbers, the songs, all of them are hummable, foot tapping, and it also serves well for this movie, which is a love story, because people were thirsting for a love story, which they could people could go and watch, but they were nobody was getting a good enough subject to do so. And all the songs are hummable, all the songs are foot tapping, backed with power packed dance choreography from Shahid Kapoor and Kriti Shannon. Power packed. The dance is amazing. This is exactly how a Bollywood love story should be. We have gone to watch a Bollywood love story. We have not gone to watch any other kind of a love story. So, in a Bollywood love story, songs and dance are very important, and they should be something really full of chutzpah and lot of vigor and energy. And Shahid, the way he dances after a long time, when you're watching Shahid dance, you are really feeling you really feel good here. It's great watching him on the giant screen dancing with Kriti is a treat to watch. So the chemistry, the songs, the dance, as it is, it has given the movie a major mileage, and people are definitely attracted to the movie to go ahead and watch it. And when they go ahead and watch it, also these three things deliver the chemistry between Kriti Shannon and Shahid Kapoor. Secondly, the songs are awesome. Third, the dance. So these three things click for the movie as it is. As you watch in the promos, as you watch in the trailers, when you go ahead and watch the movie, it delivers. It's exactly that. Okay, so it's that works big time for this movie. Fourth is it's a family watch. People want to watch something light, something frivolous, something good, like something which they can take their family to. And I'll tell you this again, this is a kind of a animal uh, hangover people are having, because people were so like they were hit so hard by animal, and after animal they want to watch something light, they can take their kids, they can take their family to, they don't want to watch something like animal anymore. um, Even men, because trust me, I don't think they took their wives along. They said, wow, what BGM, what great scores. And yeah, at the end when they came out, they said, just look at the way Ranbir slaughtered Bobby Deol. It was horrible. They left with that thing in their head and they kept on talking about that scene. It was so horrible. It was so bad. And you took me to a movie like this. Every husband had to hear that. I had to hear that also. What is this? Who is the villain? Who is the hero? Ranbir Kapoor is the villain of this movie. My wife said, "How can he win at the end?" I think Bobby Deol was the hero. I said, "Come on, yaar, how can you say that?" They said, "No, both are villains. There were no heroes only of this movie." So everyone wants to watch something light, and they watch it. They enjoy it and they forget it. This is that kind of a movie. It's not something you have to take with you and you say, "Wow, artificial intelligence, this is going to happen." Some are taking it that way, because if you watch an AI based movie for the first time, then maybe you are impacted in that way. That you see, AI is harmful. At the end, it doesn't work out. So these things probably play in a person's mind, but essentially it is a fun watch. You just go ahead, watch the movie, enjoy it, forget it, and then come out of the hall, and you'll feel good about yourself. It's good fun. It's not too much of thinking or anything. So it's a very good family watch. Now the story and the script, if you ask me, I really think it was very flaky, but it doesn't matter. It keeps things keep on happening in this movie, you know. So when things keep on happening in this movie, you tend to go along. As long as Shahid and Kriti are there, there is always that curiosity about exactly what's going to happen next, what's going to be the outcome of all this escapade. We all know, like, people who are into AI based movies or these kinds of movies, we all knew that it would probably end in a kind of a carry way, and that exactly that is how it happened in this movie also. But fine. I don't didn't find it too great, but I realized that the story and the script was just an excuse to make this movie move along and to keep on, like, sustaining the interest throughout the movie based on the chemistry of Shahid and Kriti. There's nothing more you can do about it. The only USP, I would say, there's a very interesting thing which I noticed. See, I have never watched an AI reacting to an Indian family. I think that was the USP of this movie. Because, all kinds of movies I've watched about AI, it is more about that AI reacting to a particular human being or a particular set of circumstances. But whether those set of circumstances envisage uh, an Indian family, and how an AI will react in that context, that has never been shown in any kind of medium. At least I have not watched it. So it was very interesting to watch it. I wouldn't say they have pulled it off. They kind of created some quirky situations in order to show how Kriti actually, small spoiler alert, that when Shahid takes Kriti along with him to meet his family, and how the family reacts to her and how she reacts to them. But it's more about very small gimmicky gags or quirky things. It was not too much of how exactly an AI will react, but it is a interesting subtext to this movie. And I felt that was something a little different, because honestly speaking, I have never watched that kind of a flavor. And 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 the acting, I would say, it was not bad. I felt that Kriti would not be able to pull off, but she comes across as pretty adorable as the robot. And there's this thing she keeps on saying, "Tike, which works. And I tell you, this is going to become a buzzword soon. Tike. Like every time Shahid tells her to do something, she says, "Tike," like that. Now, the broader aspect, there are certain broader aspects this movie addresses. I don't like to do this, but thought I might, just for my viewers who love to watch my reviews, if you're watching them, that's great. This is those Anupama Chopra angle, which I will introduce in all my shows. Because apart from, of course, addressing the USPs with respect to Bollywood and everything else, what is the broader social context of this movie, or the social subtext or the commentary of this movie? I felt what they did was very interesting in certain scenes. I don't know whether they did it unconsciously or subconsciously. They actually introduced some of the Kabir Singh sequences in this movie. Yes, there are two sequences with a bai, and the second one was with his friend, because Shahid Kapoor come and they kind of invert the scene a little bit. So I like that angle. I don't know whether they did it purposely or they just did it unconsciously or whatever, but I liked it, because based on that aspect, what they did was, they, in a very subtle way, they introduced the concepts of patriarchy in the movie by making the woman subservient to the man. and making her do all the commands of the man in the movie. So, if you're asking me if a feminist or an intellectual watches this movie, she or he might watch it in that way, saying that this is actually a social commentary wherein they are just trying to reiterate this very concept of the man being the Lord and he telling the woman to serve all his needs, all his demands, and how it makes life very easy for him, and how he would rather settle for it despite that woman being a robot, despite being a woman not being able to reproduce or have his babies, as long as she serves as a companion to him without nagging him, without bothering him, without grumbling about anything. So this is a very, in a very subtle way, they're introducing this patriarchy concept. And finally, again a big spoiler alert, when the robot goes rogue, when Shahid comes, he comes with a sword in his hand and then kind of subdues her in a way. So that is again the reiteration of that patriarchy, that if the woman actually disobeys or becomes doesn't listen to his commands, or uh, she actually goes ahead and does something wrong or inappropriate, then the man will show her the place. So this was again strongly reiterating that very concept of patriarchy when they went ahead and showed that last scene where Shahid comes with a sword and kind of brings that humanoid robot under control when she goes rogue. That's a small spoiler alert. I think you all know that at the end, that is exactly what happens with any and every these kinds of movies. The only way you can introduce a disruption in these kinds of AI based movies or any kind of movies is actually create this angle at the end that he or she goes becomes evil. So that is it. So that was one thing which I felt would probably be viewed by certain sections of audience as very regressive, but that is a very small percentage who think too much, maybe like me, but I think too much and I think too little. I'm somewhere in between because I can understand. You see, I'm a person who can actually sit in the front stall, the rear stall, the balcony, or maybe those deluxe seats or whatever, and I can actually enjoy the movie in and wear various hats doing that, which you will never get with any other reviewer. You will get one kind of perception, one kind of thought with all the other reviewers, but you will not get a broad based thought or viewpoint with any of them apart from me, because I enjoy it like a Shahid Kapoor fan, a Kriti Shannon fan, but at the same time I can analyze it like Anupama Chopra or Rajiv Masand. I can do that. So that is the difference between all the other reviewers and me. For me, again, I told you, uh, want a light, clean family watch, no janjat, no pain, time pass. This is the movie for you. This is the movie for you. Will love it. Kriti and Shahid are looking amazing on the screen. Just go there, watch it, enjoy it, and go home. Forget it. Don't give too much of bheja frying. Nothing else. It's a good Bollywood love story after a long time. Now, if you're a cerebral kind of a person thinking about too much of AI, how they should behave, there are no moral choices, this, that, as I told, the her Black Mirror Megan kind of a person, it's not your cup of tea. Third audience who loves violence, BGM, South Indian movies, this, that, hero punching five people going here, uh, want to watch Animal Kingdom, when is it coming? Again, this is not a movie for you. Please don't watch it. I don't think you will enjoy it. Okay, and again, the intellectuals and the feminists and everybody, I told you the angle which I feel you will not, you'll find it a little disconcerting. And apart from that, the sections of audience which will actually contribute to this movie a lot, number one, cupids. I think um, like this is a perfect Valentine movie. I think you will enjoy it. And men, women who love Kriti, love Shahid, you will love the movie. the auntie community. Again, this is, I'm sorry, don't take it otherwise. I don't know about the uncle community, but the auntie community will love it because they want to watch a light, beautiful movie with Shahid Kapoor and Kriti Shannon, and it is eye candy. Um, uh, Pleasant movie to watch. You will love this movie. You will love this movie. And the family man, a woman, yes, you can take your kids along. You can watch this. Apart from a few scenes which you can, in every Hindi movie you have that, little bit of kissing, and there are certain scenes when like they're loving each other and all that. Apart from those very very short scenes which is a part and parcel of any and every movie, it's a complete family entertainer. So I would definitely recommend this movie. I would definitely say that this is a movie which is a good one time watch. At least for me, it was a good one time watch. I didn't feel bad spending my money watching this Teri Baaton mein main Aisa Uljha Jiya. Though I had a lot of reservations. Yes, it does not exactly, if you're asking me as an audience, it does not tick off all the marks, but I went there with the expectation that I wanted to watch a Bollywood movie, and the Bollywood love story, and the promos and trailers, I had set my expectations that way. That no, I'm not going to, again, I'm not going to watch a Megan, I'm not going to watch a Her, I'm not going to watch Ex Machina, I'm not going to watch a Black Mirror story or something like that. I have those and I can watch them anytime. Hollywood is there, this is there, that is there. I will watch them from there. This is a movie where I want to watch Kriti Shannon and Shahid Kapoor, um, and both of them together. And I think this story is just a medium to realize the chemistry between them and sculpt a love story between them. And it works, it does work. Don't go by the reviews which you are watching and everything. If you're on the fence with this one, yes, it is a good watch. You can definitely watch it once, and I think you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. Thank you all, and hope you love my review. And please like, share, and subscribe to my channels. I always bring a different kind of a review so that you all understand whether this movie is right for you to watch or not. I hope you liked my review. I am trying to make it as interesting as possible. I do not write reviews, and I do it impromptu. I watch it and then later on I just tell you. That is how I feel it. So it's more of a kind of an impromptu thing. So whatever you hear from me is right from the heart. It's not rehearsed. It's nothing. Okay. Thank you everyone. Like, share, and subscribe to Mr. Sobjani. And you can just find me. You can tell your friends. Just go for Sobjani, Sobjani, and they can find me. Bye. Take care.